How to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong. There are many reasons why people want to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong, such as creating a better future for their families, a good work-life balance, furthering their studies, or maybe just to be in a larger economy more connected to the powerhouse of the United States with the career opportunities that Canada brings. Many Hong Kong citizens immigrate to Canada as the first stage in their eventual immigration to the USA because with a Canadian passport, new immigrant Canadian citizens are allowed to choose whether to remain in Canada or to live and work in the United States. Here at Immigrate Canada we've assisted many thousands of people move to Canada from Hong Kong, from all walks of life and both expats as well as Hong Kong citizens. Our clients include families, individuals and Hong Kong businesses. When most people immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong, they have deep family or personal reasons for moving. For some, it's a lifelong dream, for others, it's about space and quality of life. Canadian immigration is currently going through a once-in-a-generation opportunity, with the Canadian government announcing a critical need for up to 1 million highly skilled migrants over the next 2 years. After this 1 million migrant quota has been reached, the Canadian immigration program could close entirely for many years. Once Canada is full, immigration opportunities will cease for Hong Kong citizens. The varied reasons for immigrating to Canada from Hong Kong include clean living, combined with unparalleled nature, wilderness and winter sports opportunities. For some skilled immigrants to Canada moving from Hong Kong, it's to reunite with family, and for others it's a return to the place they built up great memories as a student or on a IEC working holiday visa. Others move to Canada from Hong Kong to start a new business or to invest in the country's many opportunities. Is it easy to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong? The great thing about Canadian immigration and those looking to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong is that Canada makes very little distinction between nationalities. This means when it comes to immigrating to Canada from Hong Kong, both expats in Hong Kong and Hong Kong citizens are treated in a similar manner. Whilst it is certainly not easy for a Hong Kong citizen to immigrate to Canada, it's no more difficult than if you were migrating to Canada from the Europe or the USA. How to immigrate out of Hong Kong to Canada. Most clients thinking of immigrating from Hong Kong to Canada have a more permanent move in mind, with a Canadian permanent residency visa their aim. A Canadian permanent residency visa allows Hong Kong holders of such, and their immediate families, to live and work in Canada, enter and leave the country as they so choose without the need for further visas, access medical care, access the Canadian education system for their children, own property in Canada. Best of all, holders Canadian permanent residency visas migrating to Canada from Hong Kong can convert their permanent residency visas to full Canadian citizenship, which is great for expats, and of course Hong Kong has no objection to dual citizenship. Canada immigration permanent residency for Hong Kong citizens can be thought of as tentative citizenship because there are very few differences between permanent residency and citizenship in Canada. The major differences are that a permanent resident cannot vote, and that permanent residents may still be deported if they commit a serious crime. How long does Canada immigration permanent residency last? Once you and your family have been awarded permanent residency, you will be able to hold this on an indefinite basis, as long as you accumulate at least 2 years of residency in every 5 years period. This does not need to be consecutive, and is a cumulative figure. Canada wants immigrants from Hong Kong. Canada has launched one of the world's most ambitious skilled migration programs of the modern era, with generous permanent residency programs to match its goals of meeting its targets of over 1 million skilled migrants across diverse worker shortage gaps in their labor force. There are hundreds of occupations in demand in Canada across all skill levels. So many skilled workers, across so many careers, trades and professions, are needed in Canada that you may find yourself, or your immediate family member's job on the list. And remember, just one qualifying family member is required to lodge a successful Canadian immigration application, permanent residency visa, for you and your family. Take the free visa assessment to find out if you are eligible. What are the main categories of Canada immigration from Hong Kong? There are 6 categories of Canadian immigration: Federal Skilled Worker, Quebec Skilled Worker, Provincial Nominee Program, Family Sponsorship, Business Immigrant, Canadian Experience Class. Each immigration class targets a different group of migrants and has its own set of unique requirements. Take the free visa assessment to find out which visa category will best suit you to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong. Apply to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong on skilled migration. For either an expat living in Hong Kong or a Hong Kong citizen to move to Canada on skilled migration, they must first qualify with an eligible occupation and then qualify to enter the Canadian Express entry pool of candidates. From there, a range of options are available to move your application through the process. Depending on your profession, you may be able to obtain confirmed visas by passing a Red Seal challenge if you are a tradesperson. You may move ahead if you have a certified job offer in Canada waiting for you, and you may have other ways open to you to move more quickly through the pool of candidates depending on your career. To find out more, fill in the free visa assessment as each profession has different options available. Immigrate Canada have dedicated occupation specialists standing by to assist you immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong in as little as 8 to 12 months. Can I immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong? The following checklist will enable you to work out, generally, whether you are able to migrate to Canada from Hong Kong, regardless of whether you're currently an expat in Hong Kong or a Hong Kong citizen. Step 1. Identify an occupation in demand. Firstly, in order for any migration to Canada from Hong Kong to be successful, you'll be required to have an occupation in demand, as specified in this list below. Canada Occupations List. Canada Immigration NOC Code. Full Canada Immigration Occupation in Demand NOC List. Search your occupation below to see if you have an occupation in demand in Canada. If in doubt, take our free visa assessment and let us assess your eligibility for free. Step 2. Immigration points score required to migrate to Canada from Hong Kong. Once you've identified an occupation in demand from the NOC National Occupation Code list of Canada above, then next up we need to be able to identify your points on the Canadian Immigration Points Score Matrix for your express entry application, as the Canadian government will offer invitations for visas to the higher points scoring candidates from the pool in the various NOC code sectors that Canada need under their immigration program. In order to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong, we'll definitely need to work out your points, though we will always work closely with you to maximize and build on your Canadian immigration points score. A couple of examples of where points are awarded in the Canadian Immigration Score Grid are shown below. This does not cover all the areas where your points will be awarded. It is designed to give you an idea of how the system of points scoring works within the Canadian immigration system. Migrate to Canada from Hong Kong. Age points. Age with a spouse or common law partner. Without a spouse or common law partner, maximum 100 points, maximum 110 points, 17 years of age or less. 0018 years of age, 909,919 years of age, 9,510,520 to 29 years of age, 10,011,030 years of age, 9,510,531 years of age, 909,932 years of age, 859,433 years of age, 808,834 years of age, 758,335 years of age, 707,736 years of age, 657,237 years of age, 606,638 years of age, 556,139 years of age, 505,540 years of age, 455,041 years of age, 353,942 years of age, 252,843 years of age, 151,744 years of age, 5,645 years of age or more. Migrate to Canada from Australia. English language points. Canadian language benchmark CLB level per ability. With a spouse or common law partner. Without a spouse or common law partner, maximum 128 points, maximum 136 points, less than CLB 400, CLB 4 or 566, CLB 689, CLB 71617, CLB 82223, CLB 92931, CLB 10 or more. 3,234 official languages proficiency. Second official language. Maximum points for each ability: reading, writing, speaking and listening. 6 with a spouse or common law partner, up to a combined maximum of 22 points. 6 without a spouse or common law partner, up to a combined maximum of 24 points. Canadian language benchmark CLB level per ability. With a spouse or common law partner. Without a spouse or common law partner, maximum 22 points, maximum 24 points. CLB 4 or less. 00 CLB 5 or 611, CLB 7 or 833, CLB 9 or more. 66 Migrate to Canada from Australia. Points for education. Level of education. With a spouse or common law partner. Without a spouse or common law partner, maximum 140 points, maximum 150 points, less than secondary school, high school. 00 secondary diploma, high school graduation, 2,831 year degree, diploma or certificate from a university, college, trade or technical school, or other institute. 8,492 year program at a university, college, trade or technical school, or other institute. 9,198 bachelor's degree or a 3 or more year program at a university, college, trade or technical school, or other institute. 112,122 or more certificates, diplomas, or degrees. One must be for a program of 3 or more years 119,128 master's degree, or professional degree needed to practice in a licensed profession. For professional degree, the degree program must have been in medicine, veterinary medicine, dentistry, optometry, law, chiropractic medicine, or pharmacy. 126,135 doctoral level university degree PhD 140,150. Immigration points for other areas. There are points awarded for many other areas, such as work experience, job offers, family in Canada, French language skills and more. It is a somewhat complex point scoring system and we suggest going through the process in more detail with one of our experts. What's the next step to migrate to Canada from Hong Kong? The next step is to submit your express entry application to the Canadian government. What is express entry in the Canadian immigration process? Express entry is the name given to the candidate pool from all over the world of people wanting to immigrate to Canada. This process involves having your professional qualifications credentialed and certified so they can be approved as being able to meet the standard of Canadian employment in the area of employment, and note that many professions will have to go further to be fully assessed to industry or professional body registration within Canada, and this may require testing as a condition of being granted your visa. So it is important to know the requirements of your trade or profession. Every profession, occupation, and trade has their own skills assessment authority tied to Canadian immigration or a specific province, and it's their role to say an applicant is who they say they are, and has the right skills, experience, and qualifications. Immigrate Canada has an enviable 100% success rate in most occupation codes and have subject matter experts in every occupation to ensure this success rate continues. Making an express entry application to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong. With a positive skills assessment or your education verified, it's time to lodge your express entry application. It's important that we make this application as strong as possible because it's the details in this declaration that Canada uses to decide which applications are going to receive their invitation to apply for the visa. Express entry is not a visa in its own right, it simply allows successful candidates to be filtered out to receive an invitation to apply for a federal skilled trades visa, a federal skilled worker visa, or a provincial nomination visa. An invitation to apply (IDA) can be best described as approval in principle of your visa, allowing you to migrate to Canada from Hong Kong. Canada Immigration from Hong Kong Provincial Nomination Program. To immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong under the Provincial Nominee Program, a Hong Kong applicant must first make representation for a provincial nomination certificate to the provincial government where they intend to ultimately settle. Each province has different requirements and provincial nominees receive priority processing for their permanent residency applications. With a provincial nomination certificate in hand, Canada immigration applicants are boosted through the express entry platform into the relevant permanent residency visa stream, without the need for a job offer, although some provinces and occupations do indeed require this to secure the provincial nomination in the first instance. Final visa application to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong. With an IDA in hand, it's time to complete the final complicated stages of the Canada visa process and to complete health checks and medicals. Once your Canada visa is granted, you're all set to make the move to Canada from Hong Kong. You don't need to move immediately, though most do, and you have 12 months to activate your Canadian permanent residency visas once they are granted. How long does it take to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong? On average, do allow a year for the process from start to finish. Sometimes it happens sooner, sometimes later, though 1 year is a good benchmark to keep in mind. How much money do I need in the bank for Canada immigration from Hong Kong? In addition to having an occupation in demand, Canada Immigration federal skilled worker applicants from Hong Kong will be required to demonstrate they have sufficient financial resources to support themselves and their family for 6 months after arrival in country. If you have a formal job offer, this requirement does not apply. Get started by taking our free Canadian visa assessment and see if you're eligible to apply to immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong. How long does Canada Immigration permanent residency last for Hong Kong citizens? Once you and your family have been awarded permanent residency, you will be able to hold this on an indefinite basis, as long as you accumulate at least 2 years of residency in every 5 years period. This does not need to be consecutive, and is a cumulative figure. This means that it would be very easy to travel back and forth to Hong Kong regularly, and for extended periods of time. Free visa assessment. Title of article, How to Immigrate to Canada from Hong Kong. Author, Monty at Immigrate Canada, Canada Immigration Expert. Contact, at Talk to Monty.